Hey guys, it's me Ego here. Hi! Hello. Today I brought with me Naming's new tint. I reviewed a lot of moist tints, but today I brought with me a set of very fluffy, soft tints. Naming's new tint, Prime Fog Lip Tint. The Prime Fog Lip Tint is set to blend comfortably and softly on the lips as if a mist has spread over your lips with a long-lasting smooth finish. Overall, the tints come in a very clean-looking design with the naming font feeling very moody. The applicator is elongated and has an oblique shape with a sharp fill. The thin and flat applicator closely adheres and is designed for a soft and smooth fill to apply the content unevenly and is set to allow for delicate blending on the inner and outer lines of the lips. Its water velvet texture is said to contain elastomer, which lightly adheres between the wrinkles of the lips without drying out, giving you a smooth and comfortable velvet lips as if you had applied on a primer. It feels really light and very soft when applied. This tint is said to have a long-lasting tinted finish as the velvet tinted pigment slides gently on to naturally stain the lips and to also smear less. It's said that the moment it touches the lips, it gently permeates as if a mist has spread over them, creating a warm, blurry lip makeup. Like the characteristics of normal velvet tint, it appears to make our beautiful lips moist and smooth as it won't cause the lips to look or feel flaky with dead skin. Although it's a velvet tint, it doesn't feel dry at all, but rather, it leaves the lips feeling soft and moist on the inside, so I think it's a tint that would be great for people who have dry lips but want to use velvet tint. When using velvet tint, there is some flaking of dead skin may occur, but this tint suppresses the dead skin from flaking to seemingly express the lips really beautifully. The tint is set to stain as it is to keep its deep and rich filling color for a long time, but when I tested to see how much it'll smear with a tissue, I found that it seemed to smear quite a bit more than expected. Although the tint does not stay on the lips, it's only a certain extent as it becomes fairly light, so I think it would not be an exaggeration to say that it hardly stays on. I applied all the colors to my arm. Overall, it seemed to consist of colors that would be good for use in the fall and winter. They're bright colors, but I found that there were colors that would also go well with the cold season. In the case of staining, there seemed to be almost no staining as there was a lot of smearing. I could see that the more I removed it with a wet tissue, the cleaner my arms get. Like this, I introduced Naming's Prime Fog Lip Tint, and now I'll show you the swatch of all the colors with brief explanation of how to use them and color combinations. New Day. This color is said to be a light nudie beige color that gently melts its own warmth. It seemed to be a color mixed with brown rather than a complete beige. When applied lightly, it seemed to have a slight coral feel as well. Personally, it seemed to be a beige-brown color that would suit people who are autumn warm tone. Let In. This color is said to be a harmonious pink-beige color with delicate vitality and comfort. I find the color to be a bit like a mute mauve, but it seemed to be a bit more gray when I applied it thickly than when I applied lightly. Personally, it was a color that will suit people who are cool mute tones. Carry Over. This color is said to be a muted coral color that exudes a bright atmosphere. When applied lightly, I could feel a lot of orange, but when applied thickly, it seems to have a slightly vivid feel like an orange red. It's the most saturated color among all colors, and I personally think it'd be good for those who are spring warm tones. Upon. This color is said to be a clear red color that gives vitality with its unique, refreshing mood. When applied lightly, it looks like a watercolor like bluish mauve, and when applied thickly, it seems like a deep red color with a strong blue tinge. Since it's a bluish red, I thought it would suit people who are summer cool tones who like red colors. Listen. This color is said to be a soft rose color with the softness of an elegant rosy color. This color is similar to the Let In color, but I think it's a slightly more saturated color. If you like mauve colors but want a livelier color with a bit of saturation, I think this color would be perfect. Grateful. This color is said to be a wine mauve burgundy color that crosses boundaries with its rich depth. It's a burgundy red color with a bluish tinge, which is suitable for people with cool tones, but personally, I think it would also suit people who are deep in autumn. Personally, I think it feels most cool when applied in gradation. Outwit. This color is said to be a cynical brick red color that has a restrained presence. It's a brick color that feels quite brown, and when applied lightly, it felt red, but I don't think it feels red at all when applied thickly. Since the base is brick brown, it seems like a color that will suit people who are autumn warm tones. While Naming's Prime Fog Lip Tint suppresses dead skin from flaking when applied, if you're someone who is worried about what to do when applying this kind of velvet tint of the severity of the dead skin on your lips, I'll show you a brief how-to. First, before applying makeup, apply a thick lip care product that has a heavier formulation, such as a lip mask rather than a lip balm. Then, when wiping it off with a wet tissue after finishing all your other makeup except for the lip makeup, the dead skin cells will be removed lightly. But if the dead skin still remain at this time, take a small amount of lip care product on a cotton swab and remove them off by rolling it over your lips. When you're finally finished taking care of dead skin on your lips, take an appropriate amount of the content and gently spread it from the inside of your lips out. Naming also suggests some layering combination of rich and colorful colors. For cool tones, Leaden and Grateful. For warm tones, New Day and Outwit. And for those with both warm and cool tones, New Day and Lism. Personally, I like this layering tip the most. Like this, I showed you Naming's Prime Fog Lip Tint swatch along with how-to and layering tips. Personally, when I used this tint, it looked really good when I applied it in full lip since the color development was strong, but it felt a little stuffy on my lips. So I applied it with a thin gradation and it felt light and comfortable on my lips. Since the applicator is soft, it completes the gradation very easily when applying an appropriate amount onto the inside of the lips first, then spray it out to the outside of the lips with the remaining amount. So for those who want to use velvet tint but have difficulty in gradation, I recommend using Naming's Prime Fog Lip Tint. So my video is still here. Thank you for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe, press the like buttons, and please leave some comments for me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!